persona, un anciano.
I'm sorry, what? How's it going, everyone? Mystic from Mystical Tones here, and today we're going to be doing a reaction of Scary Compilation Volume 80 from the well and beloved Beelzebub. A quick disclaimer, all video and audio rights that is not by me is originally from Beelzebub. So if you see any future editing, that's for me and yours truly. Beelzebub has all the original rights in audio and video creativity on this. So I'm just doing a reaction on here so we don't have to get in trouble for that. But yeah, so without further ado, if you guys enjoy my content, my reaction, my feedback, what I personally think on what's going on in these videos, please consider smashing the like, subscribe, and bell notification in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. And without further ado, let's get started.
The following video comes from a local news station in Peru that caught something pretty creepy on camera. The station had featured a news report showing footage of a small town struck by severe weather. Residents of this town were left devastated by this natural disaster, but many of them were left totally creeped out after watching this broadcast. Apparently, something strange was captured. The segment in question starts off with footage of a school playground that appears to be completely devoid of any children.
Ni los juegos infantiles se salvaron de la furia de la naturaleza. Los columpios sube y baja quedaron flotando en el agua emposada.
Now the reporter makes it clear that the site has been abandoned as heavy rains have flooded the area. The segment then shows more footage of other sites that have also been left behind, but one clip in particular has left many viewers feeling a bit weird. In fact, they were left feeling beyond spooked upon noticing something strange in the recording. The news reporter is visiting a section of the town known as Santo Domingo when out of nowhere, this happens.
Desde el asentamiento humano Santo Domingo, Comité 6. Mira la escalera. ¿Cómo podría bajar aquí una persona, un anciano?
I'm sorry, what?
Los niños, ¿cómo podrían?
I don't understand. Now, hopefully it just got caught on camera and she didn't see it. But if she would have seen that and goes, nope, that's another smart move. But for the fact of the matter is that she did that, I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude. But yeah, I can't believe it. That'd be freaking terrifying if I saw that. It looks like a ghoul trying to crawl out of a freaking, storm drain or something.
As the camera pans over to the base of the stairs, a strange figure can be seen. It's hard to make out what exactly is being seen here, but it's clear that someone or something is there. This mysterious figure moves in such a way as though struggling to get a grip on the staircase. Residents of the town,
I gotta say, it's probably CGI.
this may have been the
It's
ghost
probably
of the victim
CGI.
who was claimed by this natural disaster, but it's still a mystery as to who or even what this might have been. Now, it's worth noting that the reporter didn't notice the figure while filming, which has led viewers to believe that something supernatural was captured. But as always, you be the judge. Did something paranormal appear? Or was something else captured?
Yeah, you know what was captured? It was freaking CGI. The way it was it wasn't fluid. It wasn't freaking, like, organic. Like, if you had something like that, paranormal or otherwise, it would be dropping very rapidly. Like, it had no strength in its arms. This one was kind of more robotic, and it was more like, it was more CGI and computer animated. That's just my opinion. You guys let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think. I personally think it's CGI. That's just my opinion, though. So, without further ado, let's keep going.
There's a store in Brazil that is well known for selling electronics and other consumer products for low prices. But aside from being known for its competitive deals, the store is known for being haunted. Now, even though there's been a couple of stories from employees who've seen strange things at work, only one video has caught footage of something pretty baffling. The video starts off with employees of the store looking over at security footage from last night. But, as they continue to watch, something happens that spooks them out of their minds. Take a look.
Aqui? Ah, não. Tá lá bem, ó. Tá vendo? Lá no cantinho, lá no cantinho.
Oh, there it is, right there. It's moving.
Lá no cantinho.
Is there two of them there?
Jesus da glória, é uma
pessoa como ator. Não, ele tá muito alto.
Ele tá flutuando agora, tá flutuando.
Será que eu tenho que ir lá? Não tem pé não, amor. Sem pé? Bom. Foi lá no que para lá.
Foi. Mas não vem aqui não.
Meu Deus do céu. Já. Cara, ele é muito grande.
Ele vai sumir ali, ele vai sumir, ó. Atenção. Vai, some. Né?
A mysterious figure appears out of nowhere and makes its way across the store. It appears to be cloaked in a white garment, as it seemingly floats above ground. According to one of the workers, it doesn't appear to have feet, which viewers believe is enough evidence to prove this as being supernatural. Given its oddly stiff composure, viewers are further convinced that this was something otherworldly. So then, was a ghost caught on camera, or had something else appeared on tape?
There's a couple ways you can get around that. Personally, I believe it could be paranormal. Another way you could do it would be probably, it would most likely be like one of those large Halloween decorations that you get for a ghost, and then you have like some weights on the bottom so it actually counteracts it from swinging, and you just go in a very small, slow, straight line. That's another theory. It's a theory. Could be CGI. Could be a number of things. I personally think it could be real. Could be fake. It's a 50-50. With a low-resolution camera like that, it's hard to tell. I cannot give you a freaking full estimate on that. That's all I can give you is estimates and guesses and theories. But personally, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt saying it's paranormal, unless I see other evidence otherwise.
On March 23rd of 2023, somewhere in Oregon, a motorcyclist was recording footage of an off-road trail when something completely unexpected had occurred. This motorcyclist, whose name is Eden, has been here before, but for some reason, he seems uneasy this time around. He can't shake the feeling that something is very different about this path. Now, it wasn't until traveling further up that something pretty creepy was captured. Take a look.
Yeah, that's not weird. I think we've actually seen this video before. Yeah, we have seen this video before.
This is where most people would turn around. You turn around and you never get to see what's on the other side. That's where all the gold is waiting over there. Could be missing out what's on the other side.
This is the saying, the curiosity killed the cat. Well, in this case, it almost did. For those of you new watching, you'll find out right here.
The sound of someone or something approaching Eden can be heard close by, although it could be that a bobcat was heading towards Eden, as the pile of animal bones seemed to suggest that this was its lair. He couldn't help but think that something else was nearby. Fearing for his safety, he promptly turns around and heads home. Now, it wasn't until months later that Eden had returned to the spot, but unlike before, something happens that terrifies him to his core. Watch.
Oh god, bones are still here. I don't like this at all. Oh god, there's even more bones than last time. It's been a few months since I filmed the last video, because honestly I've just been too scared to come up here. Definitely a lot more overgrown than last time. I'm hoping that since it's been such a long time that I don't think anything will happen this time. I think that tree is actually gone. Its road's been cleared. Looks like we've already passed it a while ago, but that tree is gone. Oh! It's just hard to tell again. We're probably going to turn around soon. Oh, there's two ways. Holy crap, dude, this trail going on forever.
When you see that, and it gets super damn quiet, that means there's a predator around, and that is never a good sign. Ever. It could be a bear, it could be a bobcat, it could be a lynx, it could be a freaking mountain lion. You never know. That's why you're always supposed to be situationally aware of your surroundings. But yeah, right here, prime example. I would never go out mountain biking or freaking dirt biking where the sun's like super low on the freaking tree line where you have limited freaking vision. Not a good idea.
Really quiet, really fast.
What the hell is that? I'd be like, oh hell no, I'd be getting out of there. The way it moved. Mm-mm.
No. Yeah, that was my cue to go. That was my cue to leave.
He was smart. He didn't go, hey, what's that?
Straight out of a horror movie, the woods all of a sudden go quiet. But during this unusual silence, Eden sees what looks to be a tall, pale-looking figure emerging from the bushes. Upon looking closely, it appears to be crouching and walking slowly as though stalking its prey. Terrified beyond belief, Eden starts the bike while trying to catch his breath. But to make things even more tense, the bike doesn't start. Eventually it does, at which point Eden speeds away for the sake of his life. He has no idea as to what this might have been, but some viewers believe that this might have been a skinwalker or some sort of supernatural entity. But of course, what are your thoughts? To this day, this video serves to remind him that some places aren't worth further exploring.
I personally think that we really haven't explored every square inch, every square mile of the United States. We haven't gone in every underground tunnel system. We haven't gone and explored every square inch of the mountains. We've only done aerial shots of it. Now, could there have been people who freaking, explored the terrain? Yeah. Could they have exaggerated a bit, saying, we explored every square inch of it? Yeah, they could have very easily exaggerated that. But for the fact of the matter is, there's stuff like this out here, and it's being called out by thousands of people, and saying, hey, this is my experience. What do you guys think? Because personally, I don't think that all the hype that's out there, I personally think that there is a lot of stuff that we don't know about, that the government doesn't tell us about, for one, our protection, and also to keep us ignorant of this kind of stuff. But at the same time, it's also scary to think about that we should be also kept in the loop so that way, hey, we're not supposed to be in this area. Hey, we're not supposed to be in this area because of A, B, or C is in this localized area. We shouldn't be near here because there's a cave system that's unexplored. We don't know what's in it. It could be a predators. It could be something else. It could be, gas leak or something. But this guy caught on. I was like, hey, man, that's the saying, curiosity killed the cat. It's like, oh, well, there's gold over here. It's like, no, I wouldn't risk it. That's just me, though. What do you guys think? I wouldn't risk it. That's just me.
In the following video, a woman is lying in bed when she points her finger to the ceiling. Although the person who's with her has no idea as to what she's seeing, it's what happens next that leaves them pretty spooked. Now, the person who's recording her is her daughter, and the reason she took this video is because as of recent, her mother has been acting strange. Erica Ponce, the daughter recording this, states that her mother has always been a sensible and healthy woman. To her, she's more than just a parent, but a friend as well. And just like friends, they would often go out and spend time with each other. From having mother-daughter dates at their favorite baseball stadium, to shopping at the fanciest mall in town on a very low budget, Erica can't imagine a world without her mother. But unfortunately, one day, something pretty devastating had occurred. Erica's mom was diagnosed with a terminal illness.
Damn.
According to the doctor, her days were numbered. Her life is expected to end soon. Over time, the mother-daughter dates had become less frequent before eventually stopping completely. Erica's mom was too sick to go out. Understandably, seeing her mom like this was too much for Erica.
Hey, good morning. Had a really bad week.
Now, as time went on, Erica noticed that her mom has been acting slightly off. She's been saying and seeing things that don't make sense. One day, she grabs her phone to record this strange, common occurrence, but unlike previous incidents, this one has left her speechless. Take a look.
Hey, what you see?
Angels,
And where are they at?
Siri,
Silly? I don't see anything, Mom. I don't see anything. You see them? I don't see anything. Are they making you happy?
yes,
Yeah? Well, that's good. How many?
four, four, four,
4? 4? Um,
I'm gonna look that up real quick. Um, yeah, so on one of these, it says hallucinations. They might hear voices that you cannot hear, or see things that you cannot see, or feel things that you're unable to feel or touch. These hallucinations may be frightening or comforting to the dying person, depending on on their content. So I really hope she's actually seeing what she's seeing. If it brings her comfort, that's all that's all that I mean. That's all that matters. It really does. I've had family members pass away where they said they saw, um, their loved ones, or they got scared. Or I've had family friends that basically said that they had people in their lives as well being scared or being really happy when they're about to pass away. So, if it brings them joy, that's great. If it brings them something, it might be something that they might have regretted in life, and it's manifesting itself in their mind. But I'm really hoping the mom passed away in her sleep peacefully. I really hope she didn't suffer, because seeing a family member suffer is just absolutely terrible. It's terrible. It's not fun.
Erica's mom seems to be seeing something on the ceiling. She believes that her mother had actually seen something, angels in this case, as she was expected to pass away soon. Viewers can't help but think the same, as they too have witnessed loved ones say the same thing before dying. According to them, some people will see a deceased relative or friend whose purpose is to make them feel comfortable before crossing over to the other side. Now, whether or not that's true is up to you to decide, but knowing this brings Erica comfort, as her mother had recently passed away. Watching this video reassures her that somewhere beyond this realm, her mother is in good hands. But as always, what do you think? Like all videos, you be the judge on whether or not something was present during this recording.
I personally think she saw something. That's just me, though. I'm just saying that on what I said earlier, there is hallucinations. Other times, they actually seeing stuff. They're seeing stuff that we can't explain. The human mind has not been all explored. We've only explored a very small percentage of the human brain or the human psyche. So maybe the brain activates at 100% when we're passing away, and that gives us the ability to see shit that we're not normally able to see. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anything about the human brain except for it does our thinking, feeling, and everything else. Maybe it activates something, and we're actually able to see things that normally people couldn't see. I don't know what you guys think. I'm just kind of at a loss for words, because this is kind of a tough subject to watch. But yeah.
It's late at night, when a man who's by himself enters an abandoned house. He walks carefully around the place, as though acting with caution. This house, according to him, has a very strange history. Now the district where the house is located has prohibited anyone from entering the place, and for good reason. There's something about this house that isn't right. Neighbors say that an old man used to live here, before eventually passing away from old age. What's strange about this, though, is that nobody else was living with him. This giant building with lots of rooms and cryptic artifacts belonged to one single man who lived all alone. But strangest of all are the events that took place after his passing. Nearby residents have seen shadowy figures standing near the windows of the second floor, and the sound of children laughing during the nighttime. Knowing this, the man treads carefully as he expects someone or something to appear. He walks around when only moments later this happens.
I'm waiting for a jump scare to happen. It's gonna. I know it's gonna happen. That would be my cue to go. Mm-hmm. And you touched it. Why? What happens if that thing was a cursed object? I swear to God, it's going to be a jump scare. It's going to happen.
Nowhere, a small golden statue seemingly falls over. The man pauses for a moment as he tries to understand how this happened. He looks around the space for anything that could possibly explain this, but finds nothing. Somehow, the statue fell on its own. Although pretty creepy, it's what happens next that leaves him shaken up. He continues to explore the house by heading upstairs.
This person's
He
brave,
sets
man.
up a second camera to record the entire floor from a different point of view when this is captured.
There's a human shadow that was right there. Did no one see
Just
it?
a couple of frames, a small silhouette.
Yeah,
He sees
it's right
standing
there.
against the wall. It wasn't until later that the man had noticed this. But had he seen this during his tour of the stairs, viewers no doubt believe he would have hightailed out of there.
As would
Whatever
I.
this might have been definitely spooked him after watching the footage. But it's what happens next that forces him to leave at once. The man explores the second floor when he finds a couple of rooms that are mysteriously locked. Something about this does not seem right.
Leave it be.
This is what he caught.
Just leave well enough alone, dude. There's. Oh no, no! Those doors were locked for a reason. And why would you go near it? The hair on my arm is standing up right now. Don't open it. No, you're gonna open the closet door. Oh my god. More rooms? Jesus, man. How many rooms does this house have? Yeah, that's not weird. A chair being in the middle of the room right there. Yeah, no. I would have left when the door opened. I would be freaking out right now. As you should have done when the door opened. Was there a head sticking out of the freaking doorway when the guy left?
As if seeing the door open on its own wasn't creepy enough, this happens. The door immediately closes as soon as the man walks in, as though someone had slammed it shut.
Nope.
The man quickly rushes over to the door, but realizes that it's locked. But then somehow, the door suddenly becomes unlocked, at which point he bolts out of there. He runs out as quickly as possible, but fails to record the rest, as the camera had stopped recording. However, it's right before then that something downright chilling was captured. As the camera pans over to the room that he just came out of, a dark figure...
I knew it. I knew there was something sticking out of there, man.
...seemingly stands there, as though observing the man run away. Knowing that whatever this was most likely with him inside the room, has left him extremely unsettled. Not much else is known about what happened later, but it seems pretty clear that this man won't be coming back anytime soon. So then, just what exactly had occurred that night? Until more footage is posted, this mysterious incident remains unsolved. For more info on this story, you can check out the YouTube channel Fourth Wall, where the full video can be found.
Okay, so I have a couple theories on this. I'm going to try making it short because I said I was going to try making under 40-minute video. One, it could be a prankster, someone who was a prankster in their frickin' youth, or when they passed away, and then on top of that, when they passed away, their mischievous side was still, kind of there. Two, that was a shadow person. Or three, it was some kind of demon being very territorial that you invaded its space. Now, that's just my opinion. I really don't like that bathrobe being over there. That's freaking me out. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that. Anyway, but yeah, I also like the fact that it took him to that extremes to get locked in by a ghost. And I was like, dude, as soon as the door opened, I would have been gone. Like, period, point blank, I would have been gone. I would have not have gone in the room. I would have probably panned my camera in and out real quick, and then I would have bailed. Sorry. As soon as there's paranormal activity where you can open and close doors, that's when I know the frickin' entity can hurt me. And I'm not going to be frickin' stuck there. So, no thank you. It was an awesome video, though. I had goosebumps the entire time.
On October 25th of 2022, a paramedic posted a video of something freaky that occurred during his lunch break. The video's pretty short, so not much happens, but it's a certain detail caught in this footage that makes it quite disturbing. The video begins with a paramedic filming inside a hospital where a couple of surgeons are getting ready to transfer a very sick patient to a different wing. The paramedic walks out of the hospital to record them coming through. It isn't until later that the doctors arrive with the sick patient, who, according to them, passed away only hours later.
Damn.
The paramedic then stops recording. Now, it was only after finishing work that the paramedic had watched this video and noticed something strange about it. Looking back at the footage, they noticed that during the time they were waiting outside for the doctors to arrive, something unusual was caught in the background. Take a look.
What was caught in the background? Looks like a head or something. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't see it at first. If it was that person's time to go, then it was that person's time to
If you look
go.
closely at the hallway inside the hospital, a dark, shadow-like figure can be seen standing at the end of the hall. It's there for just a few seconds before suddenly disappearing from sight. The paramedic has no idea as to who or even what this might have been, but judging by its appearance, viewers believe that an entity of some sort was seen. They further add that this entity might have been death itself.
That's what I'm
considering
saying.
The patient in this video passed away that same day. Yet it's still not sure as to what was captured. But one thing that's certain is that whoever or whatever this was didn't seem to belong in this hospital. It remains unknown as to who or what was caught on camera. If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video.
I personally think hospitals are like a main source of where like the angel of death visits, because you got to think about it. You have hospice care, you have critical care, you have emergency rooms, you have surgery rooms, just the whole 9 yards. And from stories that I've heard from nurses over the years, it's no wonder that that would be probably death. And that's why it's just like it's a freaking breeding ground for sorrow and loss. And I personally think that's what it was. I think it was death. That's just my opinion. You guys let me know in the comment sections what you think.
As with most videos involving baby monitors that capture something unexplainable on camera, this next one shows something highly unusual. Joanna Pasco posted the following video after noticing something peculiar inside her daughter's bedroom. Her daughter, named Evelyn, is Joanna's first child, who was fortunately born without birth defects.
That's always
Before
good.
Evelyn, she was pregnant twice, but tragically, she had lost both pregnancies from having 2 miscarriages. Ever since experiencing this traumatic event, Joanna has been very caring towards Evelyn. She would constantly look over at the baby monitor to see what she was up to, but one day she had looked over and saw the strangest thing. While checking on Evelyn, she sees this.
Okay. That's not possible. What is that? What is that? What is it? Look at the way, look. It's lingering. Is it the light outside? Like, there's no pinhole. Like, the curtains, I pulled the curtains closed. And it's not leaving. It's getting near her.
Well, she doesn't seem to be bothered by it. I don't want to say I feel about this way, but sometimes when there's unborn siblings and stuff and they want to meet their actual born siblings, sometimes the spirits or the presence or ghosts of whatever will actually want to visit and actually meet them. There's stories about that. Now, again, I don't know how truthful those stories are, but if it brings the family member some peace and, they're not like stressed out about it and, they're content with it, then, all the merry. But you guys, let's find out what happens.
Oh my god. Did she just touch it? Where did it go?
A small ball of light can be seen floating around Evelyn's crib. It seems to follow wherever she goes, and doesn't seem to go anywhere else beyond the crib. Even stranger is that Evelyn appears to see the ball of light and even chase it. It's as though whatever this is interacting with Joanna's daughter. Among many things, viewers believe this may have been one of the spirits of Joanna's unborn children playing with Evelyn.
I rest my
Others think
case.
This might have been a guardian angel or an entity of some kind. Regardless of what this might have been, Joanna feels comforted by this mysterious presence. To her, it's as though something else is looking over Evelyn. Given how much she cares for her daughter, she doesn't mind having something else look after her child.
I'm not gonna lie, that was a very wholesome video. I don't want people thinking I watch these videos beforehand. I just read a lot and I actually watch a lot and I actually talk to a lot of people that have suffered through stuff. So there's a lot of similar stories in categories and situations like these. So that's my personal experience on that. I'm not gonna sit there and say, the loss of a child's easy. It's not. It's It's one of the hardest things you can ever go through. And to all the ladies that, if you watch this and if you've had a miscarriage, if you lost a child before or after, if you did give birth and it was, a stillborn or whatever, if you still did lose your child and this kind of stuff happens, it's probably a sign saying it's going to be okay, Mom. It's never going to be easy having the loss of a child, much less 2 children. But that was a very wholesome video. It almost made me emotional because I was just like, all right, that's pretty nice. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video so far because I love this video.
Who caught something very strange while taking a walk through a secluded forest. Both friends were shooting a video for a small project, but little did they know that the spot they were shooting at had a chilling history. The story goes that a few years ago, a boyfriend and girlfriend were camping somewhere deep inside this forest where nobody could see them. The reason for choosing this spot was so that no one would catch them doing drugs. But this was a bad idea. Within just a few hours of taking a hard substance, the boyfriend suddenly falls to the ground and begins to convulse. He had taken too much and eventually passed away. Immediately, the girlfriend began to scream for help, but nobody came. Now sadly, she too had passed away, but her cause of death remains unknown. It wasn't until much later that the police arrived and found their bodies. Ever since then, the forest has been said to be haunted by the spirit of the couple. Although some believe this, the following footage has left many wondering if something haunts this place. The 2 friends are walking alone inside this forest when this is captured.
What if I scream to scare blood demons?
Dude, mimic your scream.
Nope.
That never scares me anyway. Maybe it's just a bunch of kids trying to summon demons. Stop in the forest we're in.
If I would have heard that, I would definitely be getting out of there. Seriously, you can hear a certain decibel when it's a live person, someone who's living. If it's something under that decibel point, it's not someone who's alive. That's just my opinion. We tried going on a facts on here, but I mean, you see enough ghost hunter stuff, you read about enough paranormal stuff. There's a certain decibel point where you can hear someone actually yelling full force, and there's a decimal point. Well, not decimal point, but volume-wise. And if you can't hear it and the camera did, it's most likely someone that passed away and it's paranormal. Just my opinion.
Upon listening closely, the sound of faint screams can be heard coming from the forest. The 2 girls initially shrug it off, as they think it might be some kids playing around in the woods. But as they continue to listen, they begin to realize that the screams are getting louder and more frequent.
I'm really listening to less scary sounds. I want to listen to more scary sounds. Oh, you gotta yeah.
Nope.
The screams seem to be coming from someone who needs help. However, the source of the screams can't be found. Given the history of this place, which is said to be haunted, the 2 girls quickly fled in a panic. It's unknown as to who was screaming, but many viewers think that calling the police would have been the right thing to do.
Should
as
have.
It could be that someone was crying for help.
Should have.
While some believe that this might have been the spirit of the girlfriend who passed away in this forest, others can't help but think that this was an actual person in need of help. If that's the case, then this video becomes a whole lot scary.
It does, yeah.
Now the girls eventually did call the police, but the rest of the story is unknown. So then, just what exactly was going on inside this forest? As with most videos whose original source is unknown, this one remains a mystery. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Also, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe and make sure to hit the bell icon so you don't miss any uploads in the future. That being
Well, that would be the end of the reaction video, guys. It's not really much of a reaction. It's just kind of me watching and sharing my opinion with you. I do apologize for that, but this kind of video, this video itself kind of left me all sorts of ways. It left me sad, more entertained. It left me really questioning some things. But I really hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. So without further ado, if you guys enjoyed my content, please consider hitting the like, subscribe, and bell notification in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.